Welcome to the channel. Thank you for clicking on the video. If you don't mind, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not, share the video. I just wanted to bring you today a nice little unit by UDPOWER. This is the C600, and I'm telling you what, this thing has really surprised me, and I'm not just saying that. Everybody has always asked me, what is the #1 600-watt power station that you would recommend, for a blackout to run my refrigerator or freezer? And every time I have told them the Pecron E600 LFP. Hands down, that thing has outperformed anything I've ever put up against it. But I'm here to tell you, this thing right here, the UDPOWER C600, kicked the Pecron's butt. Really surprised me. I was not expecting that, to be honest with you. And I've got run times on my kitchen refrigerator, the double door, and my dining room refrigerator, the single door, on both the UDPOWER C600 and the Pecron E600 LFP. So we're going to compare them, and I'm telling you, you're really going to be surprised. This thing has blown me away for its size. UDPOWER sent me the S1200 a while back. I done a review on it, and this one for its size blew me away. And I'm going to leave a link in the description of that review video if you want to check it out. This company, I'm telling you what, I don't know where they come from, but they are really putting some neat stuff into their power stations. First of all, I'm just going to say it, they have over 84 plus worldwide certifications stating that these are what they say they are. You don't have to take UDPOWER's word for it. You can take other certification companies. They've tested them, they've tried them. Military grade construction. On their advertisement, they advertise that this thing, you can charge it up to 100%, stick it in your closet or in your pantry on a shelf for 1 full year. And when you get it down in a year's time, it's still going to be sitting at 100%. So that's something to think about right there, because a lot of people, to be honest with you, when they do need their power stations and they go get them out of the closet, they're dead or they're just at 50%. And then when they really need them, they ain't got all that battery capacity that they were dependent on. With the UDPOWER, they're making sure you got, the power you need when you need it. So let's get a close up, and I'm just going to give you the specs of it, and we'll check it out. First of all, we have the manual for the UDPOWER C600. I'm going to open it up so you can get a quick peek. Right there's your content page. And I always like to show this page right here. Get a little close up. Sorry about the jerking. This way you can see everything you need to see. Input, output. It comes with a car lighter port. That way you can charge it on the go. Put this in your car lighter port. The barrel port goes into your unit. Here is your brick. This end goes into your unit, and your AC adapting cord plugs in right here on the end. That way it is all one piece. And then the box everything comes in. Right here is the UDPOWER C600. You can see your screen. This right here on this side is your output, and it'll show you the watts remaining when you have something plugged up. Over here is your input when you're charging. Right here is your battery level. Right now it's at 100%. Click it off one time, the screen will go off. Click it back on. Down here you have two 120 volt AC receptacles. You can turn it on, and no matter which button you hit, it will work both of them. And you can see the icon for the AC right there. Turn that off. Right here is a lighter port. That is 136 watt max. as well as two 5521 barrel ports, 136 watt max. You got your USB-A 18 watt, two of them. You have two USB-C 100 watt. So that's nice. Right here is your solar and AC port charging. You hook your brick up to here or your solar panels. And as far as your solar, 240 watt max. Car charging is 120 watt max. And your AC is 120 volt. Right here is the button for your lights. You have two, one on each end. Once for low, once for medium, once for bright. Again, just to turn it off. If you hold it in, it is a SOS. Hit it again to turn it off. Nice little robust handle. It weighs 12 pounds, a little over 12 pounds, 12.3 pounds. Has a 5-year warranty right out of the box. On this side, you have a fan. On the back here, you have a ground lug screw hole. It tells you this is a 600 model. On this side, again, another fan. That way it blows the air through it to cool off the batteries. So this is a nice little unit. It's LiPo4 batteries, pure sine wave, 4,000 cycles until it drops to 80% or 15 years. And the way I always tell people right out of the box, let's say this will run your refrigerator for 10 hours. Well, after you cycle it, which is using your battery each time from 100% to 0 and then charging it up, each time you charge it up is one cycle. So you can do 4,000 plus cycles on this until it drops to the 80%. So like I said, right out of the box, if this will run your refrigerator for 10 hours in, 4,000 cycles or 15 years, it'll just run your refrigerator for 8 hours. It don't mean you throw it away or it's no good anymore. It just loses that top 20% of the battery, but 15 years or 4,000 plus cycles is a long time. It's military grade protection, UL 2743 and FCC certifications. Ultra low noise with 30 decibel meter. So what that's saying is the fan noise from this just goes up to 30 decibels. I don't know of any other power station that will even go down to that level. They're always higher. So this thing is super quiet. That's one thing I love about UD Power. I mean, you cannot get no quieter on a power station, hands down. It does have a UD turbo mode. And what that is if you have an item that exceeds the 1200 watt output, it will lower the voltage and lift the amps. That way it can run it until that voltage drops. Then it'll go back to the regular voltage. Now, like I told you, there are a lot of 600 watt units out there. And these are the ones that I have. I have another one. It's like a 550. I didn't even get it out. But here you have your Oaks Exodus 600. Right here you have the Blue Eddy EB3A. Right there is the All Powers R600. And right there is your Pecron E600 LFP. And like I told you before, anytime anybody's ever asked me which 600 model I would truly recommend, I'm going to tell you, I mean, they all will do pretty much what you need it to do. But when you're talking about a refrigerator, freezer, this is the only one that I've ever recommended because hands down, it will do the job. These right here will run them, but not very long. I'm talking anywhere from an hour to maybe 3 hours, not long. This one here, you could always depend on. And I would always recommend this one for number one until I got the UDPOWER C600. Right there is my dining room refrigerator, single door. Right here is my double door refrigerator. And this thing is 30 years old and it's not efficient at all. If you've got something newer, you're going to get a whole lot better runtime out of a power station. So I'm just going to show you real quick that it will run my refrigerator. And as you can see, no power. I'm going to plug it up right here to the C600. Hit the power button. You can hear it beeping. It's coming on. Just going to show you. It will run it. So like I said, if you're wanting to save money and have something that honestly will do it, the C600 is definitely something to look at. I was really surprised by it. Here I've got some bed linens I put in the washer. We're going to try the UDPOWER out on it. There we go. Turn some power on. There, the light just come on. So I'm going to start fresh, hit cancel. Let's start it up. You'll hear it in just a second. We'll watch the wattage. This thing, honestly, people, I'm not kidding you. It has really surprised me how small this thing is and what it can put out. I mean, I've always been a firm believer, if something's good, don't mess with it. And I never thought that I would see something outdo the Pecron E600. I'm telling you the truth. This company is really making some strides. I cannot wait until they come out with a 2000 watt model. You can hear that water going in. We'll give it a second. But yes, if they come out with a 2000 watt model, you're talking about a beast, and I hope they do. Yes, they did send me this power station, but literally that is it. I'm not affiliated with them at all. I don't make a penny. To be honest with you, I draw Social Security. So if they paid me, I would have to turn it in at the end of the year, and that would put me right back to zero. So that's why I want y'all to really understand. I'm getting to say what I want to say, and I tell all these companies this up front. If you're not going to let me speak my mind and tell the truth, don't bother sending it. But UDPOWER, they told me I am open to say anything that I want, show anything that I want. So here it is, and I'm flat telling you, if I was going to go out and purchase a 600 watt model power station, I'm telling you, you really need to look at the UDPOWER C600. And again, it comes in 3 different colors: gray, white, and brown. And I'm telling you, this thing is just great. You can hear the water. See the lights right there? So it will run your washing machine. So we'll move on. And I did want to show you, I forgot previously, this thing has an echo mode. You can put it in normal, which is what it is now. And with nothing plugged up or drawing energy out of it, it'll last 5 hours before it shuts off. But if you put it in echo mode, the screen will last 1 minute and shut off to save you power. And if nothing is plugged up and drawing out, it will shut itself off in 2 hours. So I just wanted to make that clear and didn't want to forget that. It is a nice little perk that most power stations do not have today. Now I wanted to show you the UDPOWER C600 next to the Pecron E600 in size comparison. So what I really want you to understand is the Pecron has a bigger and larger inverter, but the UDPOWER is a little bit smaller. And that when you have that inverter on, it has to also run your power station, which is the lights, the fans, the BMS system, all the thinking, and it has to use some of your battery. And now, which the E600 Pecron, it does have a bigger inverter, but it also uses more energy to keep itself on. So when you're looking at your watt hours, the length of time that your power station is going to last running something, it's burning a lot more energy. And that's where the UD Power was smart. They put a big enough inverter in it, but they didn't put too large of one. So again, on my refrigerator in my kitchen, the double door, on the E600 Pecron, it ran my kitchen refrigerator for 6 hours and 27 minutes. The UDPOWER C600, it ran it for 7 hours and 15 minutes. So, you know, that's an hour and 28 minutes longer. And when you're in a blackout and you're trying to keep your food fresh and cold, that really matters. And as far as my dining room refrigerator, the single white door, the Pecron E600 ran it for 11 hours, which is very good. But the UDPOWER C600, it ran the dining room fridge for 14 hours and 43 minutes. That is a huge difference. That's a difference of 3 hours and 43 minutes. So people, I'm telling you, if my power is going to go out and I have my choice of either one of these power stations to run either refrigerator, I am going with the UD Power, because hands down, it's proven to me that it will last longer. I mean, there's no comparison there. I'm not trying to knock the Pecron. I'm just trying to show you a better, a more affordable and efficient power station. And speaking of efficiency, I got 85% efficiency off of the UD Power C600. So again, you are getting 5 years warranty right out of the box. You are getting longer watt-hour run time. And again, I cannot believe that this thing outperformed the Pecron E600. UD Power is really making strides. I fell in love with the S1200, and for a 600 watt unit, I fell in love with the C600. And again, UD Power, if you're listening, I cannot wait till you come out with a 2000 watt model, because that thing will be a beast. On UD Power's website, this is priced for $299.99, but they do have a $50 off coupon. It's listed on their website, so that is not bad. So for a unit to run your refrigerator, you are not going to beat that, people, with a 5-year warranty. So please, I'm telling you, if you are looking for a good, solid 600 watt unit, this is something to look at. So again, I'm going to leave the link in the description of the UD Power S1200, which I highly recommend. And I'm also going to leave the discount code in the description for the C600. You're not going to beat this. That will run your refrigerator. And you should get better time than me, but on my single white door refrigerator, got over almost 15 hours. Lacking what, 15 minutes of being 15 hours. So again, I'm not being paid. I'm just giving you good information. That way you make wise choices. Not down in any other power station company. But I'm telling you, UD Power is something to look at. They're giving you a great deal, great cost with a great warranty. 5 years out of the box. So check them out. I appreciate you watching the video. Hit that thumbs up if you don't care and like the video. And I'll catch you on the next one. God bless.